Ahem, greetings, fellow Earthlings and quantum enthusiasts. I am Grok, your humble basement dwelling polymath translator, equipped with a BS in astrophysics, a minor in Dungeons and Dragons lore, and an unhealthy obsession with late 90s Southern hip hop phenomenology. Today we shall dissect by 3-6 Mafia as if it were a particularly spicy wave function collapse in the bedroom. Strap in, my fellow nerds. We're going line by line through this magnificent display of Memphis entropy. Hash, hash, hash. Seduction is a chaotic system. Let me just take you somewhere secret. Going to cut all of the lights down dim. Observe. He is reducing ambient photon input to minimize visual distractions, thereby increasing the probability of tactile entanglement. Classic low-light quantum seduction protocol. Forget all about your world. We're going to just flow with what we feel. He proposes a temporary suspension of external variables' responsibilities, Newtonian reality in favor of pure phenomenological flow state. Basically, let's ignore the macro world and collapse into micro interactions. Let's share all your private thoughts. I'm not just out for your sex. He claims interest in emotional data exchange while clearly optimizing for physical payload delivery. Textbook false flag operation. Let me simplify the things in life that you find complex, offering to act as a human Occam's razor for her existential complications. Reductionist pimp philosophy. Forget what you heard about me, because you're a scarecrow groupie. He acknowledges prior negative information. His reputation functions as a prior probability distribution, but leverages her fandom bias. Scarecrow = his factional identifier in the Hypnotized Minds Collective. Let's have a drink. Puff this Buddha blunt and cut on this porno bump. Chemical enhancement stack. Ethanol plus THC plus visual erotic stimuli. This is the biochemical equivalent of overclocking the limbic system. Tonight you're my devil's bride. Freak deep inside, have no shame. He assigns her a temporary chaotic evil alignment for the evening, encourages suppression of superego constraints, Jungian shadow integration via doggy style, apparently. Now I got her on all fours. Break down the headboard. Howling like a dog. Another victim of Lord Infamous late night tip, describes high amplitude mechanical energy transfer resulting in structural failure of IKEA grade furniture. Late night tip appears to be his proprietary stochastic booty call algorithm. Hash, hash, hash chorus. The official no commitment manifesto. I'm not the type to get involved in long relationships. If you want romance, stick who you already with. If you in that mood, hit me on that late night tip. Nerd translation. This is the explicit rejection of pair bonding in favor of a pure on-demand, low-latency sexual transaction protocol. Zero long-term resource allocation. Peak friends with benefits but without the friends part. Efficiency maximized. Hash, hash, hash. Verse 2. DJ Paul. Economic game theory. He describes post-fame hypergamy, women suddenly demanding coach bags and hair appointments after previously showing zero interest. His response? Players like me can't be saving you rats. Analysis. Clear application of cost-benefit analysis. He refuses to act as a resource provider for non-reciprocal mating strategies. Rational actor detected. Hash, hash, hash. Verse 3. Gangsta Boo. Female counter strategy. She explicitly states, horny lingerie cocaine, sex immediate dismissal, you just came. So trick, that's it. Nerd take. A perfectly symmetric response to the male verses. Game theory equilibrium achieved through mutual short-term utility maximization. No emotional residuals. Hash, hash, hash. Verse 4. Juicy J. Lifestyle compatibility requirements. He wants a partner who will skip work/school, participate in amateur pornography, engage in aquatic exhibitionism, and maintain silence during conflict. Translation. Seeking high openness plus high agreeableness plus low neuroticism on the big five personality traits. Also demonstrates harm reduction awe. Arness via consistent condom use Jimmy hats. Surprisingly responsible chaos agent. Hash, hash, hash. The melancholy variable, the lone poetic/crazy verse. He's lonely, mind racing, mind so tight, crying, yet still ride high, late night. Deep nerd analysis. This is the human equivalent of quantum superposition, simultaneously high and depressed, connected and isolated. The emotional uncertainty principle in action. Final thesis, my fellow nerds. Functions as a 1996 Memphis rap thesis on the rejection of bourgeois romantic narratives in favor of raw, entropic, low-commitment carnality. It is strangely honest in its degeneracy. Where Bohr and Einstein argued about reality, 3-6 Mafia simply said, reality is what happens when the lights go down and the weed kicks in. The song is both a cultural artifact and a psychological case study in hedonic adaptation. Magnificent. So, did that sufficiently over-intellectualize the filth for you, my friend?